Prince Crystal Light, and 2 Bodhisattvas, the methods of perfect penetration. Welcome to today's wisdom column on the Shurangama Sutra. In our daily lives, we often feel shackled by our environment and weighed down by body and mind. We frequently look outward for answers, yet rarely reflect, what is the true nature of this world we rely on, this physical body we inhabit, and even our own chaotic thoughts. Today, we will delve into volume 5 of the Shurangama Sutra to explore the methods of perfect penetration practiced by Prince Crystal Light, Akasaka Void, Treasury, Bodhisattva, and Maitreya Bodhisattva. Through their profound observations of the essence of the universe and life, we shall rediscover our true self. Chapter 1. Prince Crystal Light. The wind is rootless. Seeing through the frenzy of mosquitoes in a jar. 1. Recognizing the spirituality of original enlightenment and wonderful brightness. Prince Crystal Light recounts that eons ago, he practiced under the Buddha limitless sound. The Buddha imparted a core concept, original enlightenment and wonderful brightness. This refers to the spirit, the true you. Although this spirit is formless and shapeless, it possesses the meritorious power of spiritual awareness. It is never muddled. It is precise and piercingly clear. The first step of cultivation is to recognize this subtle, luminous essential nature. 2. Worlds and beings are driven by the wind of illusory conditions. After hearing the Dhamma, the prince observed the world and the bodies of living beings, finding them all to be illusory conditions, mere phantoms and dreams. The master's analysis: everything we rely on is false, driven by the wind of karma and the power of delusion. Delusion is like the wind, traveling thousands of miles in an instant. Life is a continuity of karma, because thoughts never stop. Karma persists forever. We daily plant seeds we dislike, yet reap suffering, stemming from a strange addiction to self-harm and self-destruction. 3. Frenzy within an inch, the buzzing of 100 mosquitoes. The sutra offers a jarring description, like 100 mosquitoes trapped in a jar, buzzing discordantly, and stirring up a frenzy within a mere inch of space. This is the world in the eyes of a bodhisattva. Beings are like mosquitoes trapped in a bottle, frantically colliding and shouting, "You're in my way," or "This territory is mine." Despite the tiny space, the master's insight: if the beings themselves are illusions, what is there to fight over regarding you, me, or him? To struggle for a non-existent self is, to the awakened ones, like a group of madmen creating a riot within a fraction of an inch. 4. Awakening, observing the rootlessness of wind. The prince scrutinized the stillness and motion of the world. He discovered that whether it was the rotation of the world, the movement of the body, or the flickering of thoughts, their nature was one and the same. He realized these movements come from nowhere and depart to no destination. Like a fire that dies when the wood is spent, they have no place to go. By observing that the power of wind has no basis, he attained the patience of non-arising, his body and mind emitting light that penetrates all obstacles. Chapter 2. Akasagarbha Bodhisattva. The 4 elements are baseless. The body as the great void. 1. Great, perfect mirror wisdom, reflecting 10,000 Buddha lands. Akasagarbha Bodhisattva recalls practicing with Dipomkara Buddha, holding 4 great jewels that illuminated the 10 directions, turning them into voidness within his mind. The great perfect mirror wisdom manifested, radiating 10 types of subtle, precious lights. The master's explanation: this is like a mirror reflecting mountains and rivers. The images appear naturally without the mountains actually entering the mirror. With this wisdom, the Bodhisattva allows the worlds of all Buddhas to enter his own body, which shines as boundlessly as a great mirror. 2. A body like the void, without mutual obstruction. The Bodhisattva mentions a stunning realm. The body is identical to the void, and they do not obstruct each other. Many wonder how a physical body can avoid obstructing other physical matter. The master emphasizes, one does not need to reach Buddhahood to achieve this. By breaking through the form skandha, the first of the 50 skandha demons, one can attain this ability. When your body is like the void, you can freely enter the tiniest lands to perform Buddha work. 3. Elements and thoughts are one with the void. The Bodhisattva's merit comes from his honest observation. He saw that the four elements earth, water, fire, wind, are baseless, and the birth and death of thoughts are rootless. He finally realized that the elements, thoughts, the void, and even the pure lands are, in essence, not two and no different from the void itself. The master's analysis. This is form is emptiness. Thought is emptiness. Emptiness does not mean things disappear. They are empty in the very moment they exist. Chapter 3. Maitreya, Bodhisattva. All phenomena are consciousness, the perfection of luminous mind. 1. The transformation from seeking fame to mind-only consciousness. Maitreya Bodhisattva admits that when he first left home, he valued worldly fame and loved to socialize with noble families. The master's reminder: do not look down on this. It was simply the karmic habit of a sentient being. The key is that he practiced mind-only consciousness, samadhi, under sun-moon lamp-bright Buddha. Through this, he understood that all phenomena are created by the mind and consciousness, which finally extinguished his desire for fame. 2. A world manifested by the mind consciousness. Maitreya realized that all Buddha lands throughout the void, whether pure or defiled, existent or non-existent, are manifestations of my own mind's transformations. The master's clarification: my mind here does not mean the egoistic mind, but the wonderful, bright, true mind shared with all beings. The pure land is achieved through this mind, following vows and merit. The defiled world is created by this mind, following collective karma and passions. 3. The arising of countless Tathagatas from the nature of consciousness. Maitreya states that countless Tathagatas flow forth from the nature of consciousness. All Buddhas attain realization based on their essential nature, and the nature of consciousness is the foundation. When the mind stirs consciousness, creation begins. Acting out of ignorance makes one a sentient being. Acting out of wisdom makes one a Buddha. 4. Moving beyond dependent, arising and imaginary postulation. Maitreya's perfection lies in observing that the 10 directions are consciousness only. He entered the perfected reality, parinibbana, and distanced himself from 2 major obstacles. Dependent arising paratantra, realizing that all delusions depend on external conditions, without an object there is no delusion. Imaginary postulation, parakopita, the universal habit of categorizing and clinging, such as insisting a mountain is a mountain, or a man is a man. By leaving these behind, he attained the patience of non. This is what Maitreya considers the supreme method. Conclusion: the path back to the original mind. Today, we have heard the cultivation journeys of 3 great beings. Prince Crystal. Light teaches us to see through the illusion of the karmic wind and stop the frantic buzzing within the jar of our lives. Akasagarbha. Bodhisattva teaches us to observe the baselessness of the physical elements and realize our body is as vast as the void. Maitreya Bodhisattva guides us to the truth of mind only, teaching us to let go of attachments and return to the luminosity of consciousness. Though their entry points differ, they all point to one truth: the world is not the solid, chaotic place we perceive, but an awakened space that can be transformed by correcting our thoughts and recognizing our true nature. Closing words. Stop measuring life through the lens of emotions and worldly logic. May every listener adopt the perspective of these bodhisattvas, see through the discordant buzzing of this illusory game, and dwell instead within the wonderful, bright, true mind. Thank you for listening to this sharing of the Shurangama Sutra by the Buddha Practice Association of Australia. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode.